So I want to meet Gypsy Rose, yes. Guys, I'm meeting Gypsy Rose next week. Jeffrey and my mom and I, we're all going to go meet Gypsy. It's going to be amazing. So I want to meet Gypsy Rose, yes. Guys, I'm meeting Gypsy Rose next week. Jeffrey and my mom and I, we're all going to go meet Gypsy. It's going to be amazing.
What do Eugenia and Gypsy Rose have in common? And they were born on the same day, July 27th. They have the same birthday. A 4-degree Leo sun. First 5 degrees of Leo are particularly hard because the first decan is Saturn ruled, and the first term of Leo, or Egyptian bound, is also Saturn ruled, which means that there's a lot of hardships and responsibilities placed on people who were born in this Leo decan. Also, the Sabian symbol for this is a man formally dressed in a stag with horns. Saturn has the ability to either give you autonomy or to take it away, for someone to overpower you, to tell you what to do, to take control of your body. Also really interesting is that they both have Venus in Virgo, reaching for perfection and doing that because of the Demeter-Persephone relationship that you have with the mother. I've noticed this thing with Virgo placements where they have either very controlling mothers and they're not able to fully express themselves because of the controlling, strict nature of the mom, which can lead to abnegating pleasure because Venus is fallen with Virgo. Venus rules over pleasure and indulgences, and with Virgo, there's an inability to engage in that because of the stressors placed on from whatever. Eugenia is going through her Saturn return. I do feel like the way that she's going to escape her mother is through a romantic relationship because she has been going through some pretty good transits. The universe really loves Eugenia. It seems like she was able to escape some pretty deadly fates due to the love of the universe. And I do believe that she will be in a relationship or some sort of shared pleasure that results in freedom. But when Pluto opposes her sun, in the year of 2026, there might be some serious health issues that affect her vitality.
Hi guys, welcome to Parawomenradio. I'm Amy. When Gypsy Rose spun her tale of Dee Blanchard, a mother consumed by control, isolating her daughter from the world, it captivated many. The parallels drawn between Gypsy and a certain TikToker, Eugenia Cooney, and her mother, Deb, were impossible to ignore. Deb, like a puppeteer, keeps Eugenia ensnared in a perpetual state of childlike dependence, blind to the deterioration of her daughter's health. During LIVEmas 2023, our exploration of this twisted dynamic garnered the highest levels in regards to the Gypsy Rose Blanchard case, the highest views, I should say. As we are well into LIVEmas 2024, I felt compelled to revisit this unsettling subject and can't help but to muse how different our viewpoints will probably be. So join us on day 10 of LIVEmas, where we delve into the chilling world of psychopaths and their twisted maternal figures. I'm going to roll some credits while we wait for the rest of the GRB crew to roll in. Shout out to my replay crew. I see you out there and I love you. I suspect the truth behind these relationships today are going to send some holiday shivers right down your spine. Hi guys, welcome to Parawomenradio. I'm Amy.
Carefully strumming his old guitar, words rolling out into the fire. Never asked why my heart burned blue. Here in the haze where you inspire me. Here in the darkness I hear my cue. time to find some solitude. Here where my soul bleeds openly, deep in the heart of sin and you. Here in the blue, I'm falling deep into you. Here in the blue, I'm dancing with you tonight.
Okay, so as I said, today we're going to talk about Eugenia Cooney and Gypsy Rose. I thought maybe some of you don't even really know who Eugenia Cooney is. And so I thought it would be a good thing to give you a little rundown on who she is before we get started. So Eugenia Cooney is a TikToker. She's mainly over on TikTok. She has an eating disorder and she does a lot of, I guess, gaming type stuff. She does a lot of eating disorder denial when you can see it right in front of your eyes. And when Gypsy Rose was getting out of prison last year, she hadn't quite gotten out yet. This was one of our most popular lives. It was comparing Gypsy Rose's mother to Eugenia Cooney's mother. Deb Cooney is Eugenia Cooney's mother. She lives in denial. She says that her daughter doesn't have an eating problem. She's done cooking. She's done cooking videos with her daughter. She goes out to eat with her daughter. She lives with her daughter. There's bells on the door of the house, of Eugenia Cooney's house. People have said, well, it was because the grandmother had dementia and she would try to get out. But the grandmother has been passed away for years now, and they still have the bells on the door. So some people say it's because the mother doesn't want Eugenia to get out. And also some say because of Eugenia's eating disorders, maybe she doesn't always know what's what and tries to get out. So there was some comparison between Gypsy Rose's mother, Dee Dee Blanchard, to Deb Cooney. But this was going off of the narrative that Gypsy Rose had fed us. We hadn't yet figured out what we've figured out. So, but I thought it would be interesting to revisit and kind of see what our most popular video of LIVEmas 2024 was. Hi, Irene. Oh, you're a dragonfly. Welcome. Welcome, Lady Dragonfly. She's chaotic. Even if she eats now, it's too late. I haven't actually watched her in a while. And actually, this video that I have up right now of her, she struck my channel on. Like, I put this video up. She struck my channel. I didn't know what I know now. I just took it down. I didn't even try to fight it because when you get a copyright strike, it sounds very legal and it sounds like, they're going to take you to court and you're going to end up in prison. And that's where my mind went and I didn't know what to do. But interestingly enough, Rich Lux actually stole this same video that I did over on TikTok because I don't know why, but I put Parawomenradio like huge on it. And there was no way he could take it down. So when he used this clip, he used my clip, but he didn't get his struck. So anyway, I have very different energy towards Gypsy than I did last LIVEmas. So yeah, let's keep going. This was last year, or people had been talking about Eugenia may be introduced to Gypsy Rose, and Eugenia was all for it. You know, she was like, yeah, I'll be introduced to Gypsy Rose. Sure, why not? So I thought, but before we would get into it, I thought we would watch a video or two on Eugenia Cooney and her mother so that we can get a little idea on their dynamic. So I thought we would go into well, there's two of them. Well, okay, yeah, no, this one. Eugenia Cooney's strange relationship with her mother, Deb. And this is, oh Lordy, it's Jordy. So what we do here is we tell a story by using, we gather clips, we gather videos, pictures, articles, and we put a story together by showing you these clips. We often will stop and start it, not read it its entirety, speed it up. We do this for fair play use, but I put everything that we view during our lives down in our YouTube show notes. And today we're coming to you on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. So hi, everybody. Be sure to give this live a thumbs up, whichever platform you're on. It helps us dance out into the algorithm, party out there, bring more people back to the party. It's just a free way to help us out, and it's really, really appreciated. Hi, Cherokee girl. Yeah, I cannot believe she's still alive too. She had, the last I had checked in with her, she had lost her monetization over on TikTok, and so she really wasn't doing that. But I think she got it back. Like, it just shows, she always says that she doesn't do it for the money, but when she lost her monetization over on TikTok, she didn't do any TikToks. So, and companies ply her with gifts, just like, yeah, they send her money, her stuff too, so that she'll bring it up on the, and she is really into Jeffree Star. Eugenia Cooney is Jeffree Star's little lap dog. And I think Jeffree Star wanted Gypsy Rose as another little lap dog, but he insulted Gypsy Rose, and Eugenia Cooney will allow that to happen. But Gypsy Rose, I think, got offended. Yeah, I'm glad you're here too. Woohoo! Okay, so this is a little bit on who Deb and Eugenia and their relationship.
Hi guys!
So I'm here with my mom today, as you guys can see.
That's me.
Yeah, pretty exciting because it's her birthday month.
It's just so weird hearing Lucifer say, hi! Ugh, Deb.
Yeah, Mom, you excited for your birthday?
I love my birthday. I love my birthday.
Yes, she does love her birthday. So yeah, I wanted to give her a really good birthday. Of course, I want my mom to have a great birthday. I thought I'd give her a birthday makeover.
What do I need a makeover?
Oh, well, not that she needs one, because beautiful
I'm
already.
type with
Yeah, I think the whole concept of this idea last year, I saw it was coming up, and this was when we were still following Gypsy Rose's narrative of her mother was controlling and, doing this and that, and along the same lines where I feel Deb is very controlling, like runs the show. But I am not of the mind that Dee Dee was this fantastic, could do no wrong mother. I mean, if Dee Dee were alive today, I would want Dee Dee to be in prison for all of the, the legal stuff that she's done. I would want Gypsy probably to spend time too, like probably have done the amount of time that she actually did, like 7-8 years for doing these scams with her mother. But that's not how it happened. But many people were comparing these two mothers, and were they both sick mothers? And because it was, Gypsy had put out the whole Munchausen by proxy, and was Deb doing the same thing? Was she keeping Eugenia sick so that they could have money and stuff like that?
For the Today Show, when they go in the crowd and they pick a lady up.
Oh, I forgot about
That would be me.
Wow, I'm.
Who is to be? So they pick the woman that really needs it. That's me.
Oh,
Thank you, sweetheart.
of course. I brought her to the hair salon. We're about to go in.
It's very, very strange to see a 60-something-year-old woman act like this. I mean, when she first said it was her birthday, did you notice the little jump that she did? And like that, the four-year-olds jumping down.
From what I can also gather from this relationship between Eugenia and her mother, it's very childlike, and I feel like Gypsy and her mother shared that very childlike spirit. And I appreciate a childlike spirit. I mean, you get a friend with me that has a childlike spirit too, and the craziest stuff can happen. We'll do the funnest, most childlike stuff that'll have you laughing and giggling. And that's nice energy to have around you, right? Sometimes it can go too far when it's too childlike, but or you need to be serious. But I just feel like they do have that type of relationship, and maybe it's kind of like the Gilmore type relationship where mothers try to befriend their daughters, and I don't think that's always I don't think that's a healthy dynamic either, because girls need their mothers. They need mothers. They need to be taught how to mother, so that like the whole goal of the species, not every but we need to teach our younger generation how to behave for the next generation, and so forth and so on. That's the way it goes. It's not always a perfect world, and that doesn't always happen, but yeah.
Presents, yay, birthday, Christmas, not 60-something-year-old. Oh my.
And I think today she's getting what are you getting today, Mom? I think like a cut, right?
And some color.
And color. Yeah, and color. So
Speaking of color, if I look a little,
her mother's always, during the videos, it always becomes like all about the mother too. It's like all about Deb. Moving on, Eugenia's mom confirms she isn't worried for Eugenia Cooney. She says she knows her blood work, and she's seen Eugenia Cooney, and her daughter's perfectly healthy, and she's not worried about her daughter at all. So in complete and total denial. So with that cue up, this was the live that we did this from. It was Gypsy Rose and disturbing similarities with Eugenia Cooney. And we also went to the Schmurder house. And then the video that we cut down from that live is what we'll be watching today. So this was LIVEmas day 10. Oh, it's LIVEmas day 10 today too. All right then. Yeah, Eugenia supports her family. They live in the house with Eugenia. She's very ill. Eugenia is very ill. And it wouldn't, before I was worried about Gypsy hooking up with Eugenia because Eugenia wouldn't have been the best role model for Gypsy, but now it's completely flip-flopped where Eugenia's nothing like Gypsy. But I do think the relationship between Eugenia and her mother was very similar to Gypsy and her mother's. I do think that, minus the Eugenia doing what Gypsy did. Okay, so let's take a peek at it.
In-depth dive on it, but there's a woman who is comparing Gypsy Rose to Eugenia Cooney. Eugenia Cooney, you know who I'm talking about? If you don't know who I'm talking about, let me show you really quick. It can be very, very triggering for people with eating disorders. So I want to warn you, and this is a warning right now, that this can be very...
Yes, this was when Junie was up. Junie's in bed right now too, but this was happened to be a daytime live. And I do want to say, yes, a trigger warning for those with eating disorders. Eugenia could trigger those for you.
Alarming to look at. But this is Eugenia Cooney. She's an influencer that has kind of taken the internet by storm. There are so many people talking about her and whether she deserves to be on the platform or not. Many people say she deserves to be on as much as anyone else, as much as anybody battling weight issues. If you're heavy, you shouldn't kick them off. I don't know what the answer is, but it's a conversation that needs to be had, I think. This is Parawomenradio, and I'm Amy, day 10 of LIVEmas. If you could give this live a thumbs up, it helps us dance out into the algorithm. And if you like my content, please subscribe, because I'd love to have you with us.
Yeah.
She doesn't try to hide what's going on with her.
I'm having a horrible time with StreamYard, and also my mouse isn't wanting to go where I want it to go. Yes, she was a very beautiful woman, girl. She was a girl like when she came up on TikTok, and healthy. She also went through this. She's saying now it was a fake thing, but she did this thing with Shane Dawson, and she had this docuseries with Shane Dawson. Her friends had done this eating intervention on her. She came back and said later that it was all fake, like the whole docuseries was fake, and she really didn't have this eating disorder. But I mean, this is one of those things where she can say she doesn't have it all she wants, but our eyes are telling us something else. So I'm just going to tell you what she says, and you just make up your mind, because that's what we do over here. We just make up our mind. I bring you the information, and then you decide for yourself how you want to take it.
Hold on. I have to get my little dog.
I'm going to move it forward too, because I don't want that song in here.
And people are telling her she's gaining weight. So that's what's going on with our Miss Cooney. Hold on, you guys. My little dog is moving, and I got to get her situated.
Oh, okay. I'm sad. I've lost my little dog since then.
I'm definitely not pregnant. No offense to anyone that's pregnant, you know. Before I offend the pregnant people, I am not saying there's anything bad about pregnancy, but like, what are these comments? Wait, what baby bump? I don't think I have a baby bump, guys. You think you see a baby bump?
She also has that annoying childlike voice. Who else has that annoying childlike voice?
I look 6 months pregnant? Really? I mean, it might be like the way my skirt is sitting right now, guys, or like my shorts.
She'll do this too. She'll go on live and she'll entertain these people saying that she looks pregnant. Or she'll, for some, I guess, people with disorders will like not sit down. So she'll do like a 6-hour live and never sit down. Or she'll do a 6-hour live, and when somebody buys her a certain token, she'll pick up her makeup box and carry it across the room, because they say like she's so little she can't carry things. But people don't understand that that's also a way for her to feed her disease because she's doing these things to stay thin.
I don't think there's a baby bump. I really don't. I mean, oh, you're kidding. Okay, I'm like, what?
Yeah, so that's what happens over on Eugenia Cooney's platform. But I thought we would watch this really quick. We're obviously not going to be able to watch it all. This is 18 minutes long. It's pretty good. I haven't listened to it at all, though. So let's look at it just a little bit, and then we'll pop over to, maybe they'll let us in. Maybe I'll be able to find where she's going to be paroled to, and if she's going to be living with her husband, her parents. Where is she going?
She had took like that 5-6 month break off YouTube, came back that summer talking about, she almost went to rehab. She had, got help from Shane Dawson, and those three.
See, this is what she looked like. She had went into rehab, and she was the thinnest she had ever been.
5-6 month break off YouTube, came back that summer talking about, she almost went to rehab.
Yeah. So this is her before her anorexia or Annie, and this is her afterwards. And I think she's a lot like this right now.
This is what she looked like when
this was after she had treatment too, and said that it was all a farce. She didn't really need it.
This is what she looked like at her lowest when she went into rehab. She's worse than this now. This is what she looked like when she came out. She's a really pretty girl.
She had, got help from Shane Dawson and those three other people. I forget their names. I think the one girl is Jacqueline Glenn, but I'll insert a picture of them. It was her, another girl, and then a guy, and them three were.
She's no longer friends with these because those are the ones that got her to go into rehab. They had an intervention, and she believes that she does not have an eating disorder and didn't need to be in rehab.
Whatever. But
and her mother is the same. Her mother will say that Eugenia doesn't have an eating disorder. She's just a skinny mini.
That whole situation happened with her mother. But I just find it very ironic that
those
same year
words.
that series came out, that's the same year that whole situation happened. As far as Eugenia, though, I'm sure everyone watching this video knows about her, but I will just give a brief little background on her and then compare like how she used to be when she started off YouTube to how she is right now in the present. Eugenia, she's been doing YouTube for I'd say about like 10 years now. And when she first started off, a lot of her videos would be like, because she's into like the emo goth, all that whole aesthetic. So she would be doing a lot of hauls and then a lot of makeup tutorials or like hair tutorials. As of right now, she does still do those same type videos.
I feel Gypsy Rose is a little goth as well. Let's move forward.
So right now in the present,
I thought she was a little goth at the time because of those photos.
Now we are going to take a brief intermission. I'm going to tell y'all just a little brief background for those who you may not know.
How long I was
Gypsy
on
Rose
that.
And her mother, Dee Dee Blanchard. Gypsy, ever since she was born, her mother Dee Dee she was on games. From lying to her daughter about different illnesses she had, from lying to her daughter about her age, and from lying to her daughter about people wanting to like break them up or split them apart, and just like always just trying to like get in her head and just manipulate her. She was always trying to make a point to
I've always said that if Gypsy Rose would just have come out of prison and not did all that she's done, like just did her book, did her few cash grabs, maybe came on live once in a while, none of this, we would never be to the point that we're at. We would have still been on the narrative that she wants us to be on. All her secrets would not have come out if Gypsy Rose had just stopped herself.
Exclude anyone from their life, whether it be neighbors, and even like her father, Gypsy's father, she would just make it a point to just exclude everyone from their life to like keep her safe and to do what's best for her, which me personally, I think is really rich. Coming from Dee Dee, seeing as, yes, she did want what was best for her daughter, but it's like the way she went about it and the extreme she took doing so, it was just like, okay, Are you wanting what's best for her? Like I said, do you just want to like manipulate her and just control her for the rest of her life? However, as Gypsy was getting older, she did finally begin to put, two and two together, one and one together, and she was peeping and realizing that her mother was lying to her. Well, she told her she had cancer, couldn't walk, just among many other things. But yeah, she was beginning to like put the puzzle pieces together.
Okay.
To me, really isn't any better than if she were to just do the other stuff that Dee Dee was doing. Now, along with the video topics that I did mention, Eugenia had started off her channel doing, she has also had videos on her channel where she'll have her mom on the channel. Years back, the like dynamic between her and her mother.
Are you guys interested in me doing a Eugenia Cooney video all on its own? Because this is Parawomenradio and we talk about women's issues. And I have had an eating disorder in the past. So I've kind of stayed away from it, but I'm feeling healthy and I'm thinking that maybe here I am talking about it. So would anybody be interested in having a dedicated Eugenia Cooney video?
It never seemed weird, suspicious. Well, I don't know, like at least to me that bad. But as years have progressed, and especially now in the present, I just feel like you can just tell that it's something going on in the background. I don't know. I just get this vibe from her mom whenever she's on screen sitting next to that girl, and I don't like it. Because I just feel like, we all know Eugenia suffers from AED. And we all know and can see what her body looks like from this ED that she suffers with. So me personally, I'm just confused as to why every time it seems as though, well, 9 times out of 10, I'll say that her mom is on the channel. They're always doing like a cooking video or like them little TikToks or like the spend a day with me and my mom videos. They'll be out.
They do that because Eugenia's only friend basically is her mom, and that's who films her videos when she's out and about. Like she did a video where she went to the beach and played at the beach. And it was her mom that was there with her filming it.
Eugenia is not hypersexual like Gypsy either. I don't think Eugenia has much of a desire to date and do other things. I think her illness prevents that for her.
This is Parawomenradio and I'm Amy. This is day 10 of LIVEmas. We're looking at Gypsy Rose and Dee Dee Blanchard, and there was a video I saw that compared Gypsy Rose, Dee Dee Blanchard to Eugenia Cooney and her mother, and so we're just kind of taking a little look at that right now.
In public. I remember this one blog I watched. I don't know when this was made. I'll maybe try to find it so I can insert like the title of the video that it was in. But she had like took her to some little clothing store, and she had like Eugenia was in the back like trying on bikini.
Yes.
And I'm not trying.
She didn't have Eugenia go into a women's room. She had her change into a bathing suit right there in front of everyone.
Your daughter suffers from an ED, but yet you're in a video next to her talking about she's fine. You guys don't have to worry about her weight. She's just skinny mini.
How is your mom okay watching you wilt away? She's not. My mom lives with me. She knows that I'm fine.
I know she eats. She takes good care of herself.
Exactly. See? Exactly.
She happens to be skinny mini, but she does.
Exactly. We're all different.
But she does take good care of herself.
Exactly.
Is that not insane, you guys?
You don't say skinny mini. Like there's a certain comment you don't make towards somebody who has an ED. Like anyone knows that. So how I say, y'all let me know what y'all think, but me, I just feel like her mom be doing a lot of what she do. Or really just the both of them. I'm like, I remember this scene in the series, like the next door neighbor who Gypsy had become friends with. I think they were like around the same age. They were like outside talking or whatever, but like Gypsy has to be like on the front porch. Like it always seemed like if she wanted to leave that house's perimeter, she has to be with her mother, like no one else. Now, call me crazy, but do it not seem like every time Eugenia leave the house, her mother is always with her? And I just feel like, and matter of fact, I don't think she knows how to like drive Eugenia. I know in a few videos I've seen like her behind the wheel and like her mom in the passenger seat. But
yeah, I'm pretty sure that the mom is with her all the time. And a lot of it has to do with her strength. I don't think Eugenia Cooney's even strong enough to, like the day of the beach, she did carry stuff over, but it looked like such a struggle for her.
Again, her mother is just always with her. And you don't need to be, going out there, just you can see the moon from inside the house.
You guys, she's 29 years old and she's afraid to go outside because she might wake her mom up.
This would reminds me of Gypsy. I don't think Gypsy was allowed to go outside at night without her mom. And she was 24. I do believe that part. I think she did try to keep Gypsy very isolated.
Oh, she's awake. I woke her up. Hey, Mom. Did you hear about the moon? Is it that? Everyone's telling me I need to go see it. Oh, okay. All right, let's look through. We're just going to look through the window, guys.
Now, did y'all hear them bells in that clip? Like, bro, what? I just feel like if you have bells on your door, that's for like when you have like when you're trying to make sure nobody can get out. Like if you know an animal, like if you got little bells like on the doggy door, or like if like say you have a I don't know a grandparent or like a
I don't know. Some people
have, like,
have
dementia or
bells on
something
their
like that, you know,
door.
and like you don't want them to, or like you need to know when they are.
We have bells on our door.
Like that.
I
But
thought it
for
was
her,
a
I just feel
decorative
like
thing.
why is that? It's given like
Sometimes I think people are a little too like rah 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 rah. There's something going on. Bells on the door. There's houses where there's every square inch of it has some kind of little crafty something on it. So I remember bells on doors.
you know for each specific life you had to
Or
undo it.
decoration.
It was just still alive.
What do you guys think? Do you think that this has any validity, that Gypsy Rose?
Do you feel like Gypsy Rose and Eugenia Cooney have any similarities? Over on Reddit 5 years ago, people were saying Gypsy Rose and Eugenia Cooney. Eugenia and her mom's situation is definitely a Gypsy Rose kind of situation. Eugenia's mom, just like Dee Dee, keeps her in this childish world, which with no responsibilities, no emotions, nothing. She controls her every move and doesn't let her go out of the house, mentally controls her and assures her that there's nothing wrong with her. She's not sick, not too skinny. Her mom doesn't let anyone from the outside world in where someone would take Eugenia and actually help her. Eugenia can't get help on her own. She's manipulated. She needs to break out. I'm surprised like Gypsy Rose doesn't try to spin like her whole life around Eugenia Cooney at this point, because I mean, be like, yeah, my mom's like Eugenia Cooney's mom, because that's the person, sounds like that's the person she's wanting to describe. And if Gypsy hadn't unalived her mother, I think it's a very similar relationship. I don't think Dee Dee was this healthy, wonderful person. I think she had her wonderful qualities about her, just like anybody has good and bad qualities. Like, I mean, even Gypsy Rose has good qualities. Like I just pointed out, like her childlike innocence kind of qualities. We all have good stuff about us and we all have bad stuff about us. It's just which do we foster? And what do we do? Like in our darkest moments, what are we willing to do to get what we want? This person says, oh, I'm glad someone posted something related to Gypsy Rose because it came to my mind yesterday. The difference between Eugenia and Gypsy is that Eugenia doesn't recognize she's stuck because she's living a reality she likes. She can cosplay, put clothes on and do her makeup, go shopping, play video games, and get praised on the internet for being that persona. Meanwhile, Gypsy couldn't do anything. This was definitely when Gypsy was feeding us, spoon feeding her narrative, and we bought it. I'm embarrassed actually that I bought it, but in the same way, I'm trying to be okay with my tenderheartedness, so I got to not be embarrassed by it at the same time. And this is the key point that made her realize she wasn't happy living like that. Plus, she started dating a boy online and she eventually got so desperate. Yeah. You mean she found a patsy online to commit the crimes. I did see, finally, I'm going to close this up. I saw over on Revoke's channel, does Eugenia Cooney feel threatened by Gypsy Rose? So Do you think that Eugenia Cooney is enjoying the comparison between Gypsy Rose and her? I wonder. I wonder. Before we do that, though, I just want to draw your attention that we've been going live over on Instagram lately. Yes, we're over on Instagram, and I just wanted to show you our page. So this is our Instagram page, and we also are over on Threads. I'm going to try to start using this a little bit more. So come over and subscribe and join us over there. I have our Sunday night live up there. I put a lot of my little dog stuff over there, and yeah, a lot of my little dogs. So if you like little Chihuahua stuff, I got a lot of Chihuahua stuff over there. A lot of Watts content. I do more beauty stuff over there. We do skincare and suspects where we talk about true crime and skincare, and I send a lot of that over there. So yeah, come over and say hi to us. Okay. Now I got to find where we were. Okay, here we go.
It might not be morning anymore when I upload this video. So hello, how are you? There's a couple things I want to talk about in today's video. It's going to be about Eugenia Cooney, of course, and these aren't really updates. They're just clips I found that I want to talk about. One is her giving us a garden tour. The other is her talking about the origins of her name. There's also this clip that I found, and it's of a woman named Victoria Ivans, I think it was. And yeah, people are comparing her to Eugenia and saying that it's her Ukrainian twin. So I want to take a look at that as well. But then Eugenia did talk about a time that she met Taylor Swift. So we have just like a little handful of different videos, I guess you want to call it, to react to. So let's just dive into it. Yeah, before we do dive into it, I forgot to say this. YouTube has been incredibly strict lately.
They are really strict about the Eugenia Cooney, so I'm not even sure what I'm going to get through on this live. But I do go to Revoke quite a bit when I'm watching Eugenia Cooney.
Flowers can be so beautiful, and gardens can really just be like so peaceful. So I just kind of thought maybe today I would show you guys some of the flowers that we have coming in. My mom also really loves gardening, so yeah, we just have like a lot of really pretty flowers around, and you can kind of see back there some of the hydrangeas, which are some of my favorite flowers. So here's the hydrangeas, guys, and I love these. These are such a beautiful blue. We have the little flamingos right there too. And then here's some more. I think it's really cool.
Speaking of hydrangeas, did you guys hear? Somebody was telling me that cowboy bear or whatever is going to be featured during the Gypsy Rose Confessions. He's gonna somehow he's signed something with Lifetime. So yeah, or so he says. Cowboy Bear is the guy that said he's been having an affair with Ken.
Some of these are kind of different colors. Like, see, these have a little bit more pink to them, and they're just super pretty. And then these flowers are really, really pretty too. I don't think these are hydrangeas.
Let me see if I can find the part where she's talking about Gypsy
While
Rose.
in Europe, they symbolize arrogance and vanity, with a historical belief linking them to singlehood. I should get a hydrangea plant. Not even being rude here, but I feel like if you're a commentary channel and you can actually commentate on Eugenia Cooney's clips, I feel like you're 10 out of 10. I'm not including myself in this box, but I feel like people who can commentate on Eugenia Cooney and make sense out of the nonsense that she speaks, you're 10 out of 10.
Ooh,
because
she called me a 10
just
out of
walked around
10
for 2 minutes straight talking about, yeah, hydrangeas, yeah. Like, they're pretty and stuff. Yeah, here's our garden. Yeah, here's some, I don't know if they're hydrangeas, but here's our garden. And it's just like the same spiel over and over again. But now we're going to be looking at this clip where she talks about the origin of her name because it's very interesting. And just the way she describes it.
The origin of my name. So it's kind of funny, you guys, The origin of my name, it's actually a Greek name, I think. When I was born, my name was actually not Eugenia. It was actually Colleen.
Pauline.
And then really early on, like, I guess my parents just kind of decided we don't want her to be Colleen. And
Pauline.
this is really sad, but I think it's around the time that like my great grandma passed, actually. I don't think I ever got to meet her. But my mom really loved her. And her name was Eugenia. And she actually named me, I believe, after her.
I like the name.
And
Eugenia.
also it's a Greek.
Let's see if
Deb and Eugenia in them. And like he actually has his first family out in New York because Eugenia had said that he literally lives there like 8 to 9 months out of the year before. She said he works in New York City, like New York. And I had made up this theory that maybe Eugenia was a love child that he had with Deb. Comment sections comparing her to Eugenia and the weight situation.
Підійде. Max, your gifts. Тому, будь ласка. І якщо,
So this is a girl
це ж не
that
просто
Eugenia
голос,
gets
тому так.
compared to.
Вам
This is
треба
another
піти в
woman that
свій.
has the same
Кіровоград
disease
також
as
підійде.
her
Я ж кажу, Дніпро.
with black
Gypsy
hair.
lives or anything. But, you know, if we ever meet, of course, I'd love to meet her. Yeah, Oli, I've seen that I guess that Gypsy's also doing some stuff on YouTube. So
Okay, here, this is it right here.
And that would be, in my opinion, a comparable stance on the situation. I don't know. Okay, let's get into the next topic.
I think she seems like a really cool person. You think it'd be random for Gypsy and I to cross paths? I don't know. It's like, for some reason, a lot of you guys are like, Eugenia, we want you to be Gypsy. But, you know, if I ever did meet her, of course, I'd love to meet her. I think she seems like a really sweet, really cool girl. I don't know where Gypsy lives or anything. But, you know, if we ever meet, of course, I'd love to meet her. Yeah, Oli, I've seen that I guess.
Didn't they do a live together? I mean, Gypsy, I know, did a live with Jeffrey. Didn't they at least do one live on TikTok together?
That Gypsy's also doing some stuff on YouTube. So that's cool. She's just like all over the internet now. It's awesome.
That was such a weird comment. She was like, I don't know where she lives or anything, but like, yeah, that'd be cool to meet her. It's like she threw that in there. Like, I have a feeling Eugenia might know where Gypsy lives, like down to the T of address. Like, she can probably point out her mailbox. If you would put Gypsy's mailbox in a room of 100 other mailboxes, Eugenia could spot it. That's just my thoughts. I think Eugenia is a little bit threatened by Gypsy, just because I think the whole thing with Jeffree Star. Okay, she went on a live stream with Jeffree Star recently. I did cover that situation in a separate video. Feel free to go check it out. But I think that Eugenia, how much she loves Jeffree, she's always hyping up his makeup and everything. And I think their friendship is definitely more PR than anything. I think it's like for promotional value. I
think the PR is more for Jeffree Star. I think Eugenia is more into Jeffree as a friend than Jeffree is into her as a friend. But this was Jeffree and the Jeffree Star and Gypsy Rose stuff.
Live with me. People kept being like, she wants to collab, and I'm like, Jeffree Star Cosmetics is not collabing with her. We're not doing it this year.
In a recent podcast interview with makeup mogul Jeffree Star, he reminded us yet again why he remains iconic when the topic of Gypsy Rose Blanchard is brought up. In June of 2024, Gypsy Rose and Jeffree Star participated in a TikTok live together. Jeffree is a popular figure on TikTok, typically always being in the top 3 list for most popular lives almost daily. Jeffree explains that everything went fine on the live that him and Gypsy were on together, until people in the chat were saying that Gypsy wanted to collab with Jeffree on makeup, to which Jeffree iconically said, Jeffree Star Cosmetics will not be collabing with a Unaliver. I love that he said that point blank because that's exactly what she is. Gypsy should not be receiving rewards for her despicable behavior. I am truly glad that people are awake and seeing Gypsy for who she really is.
An Unaliver. Okay, guys, so that's really all I have for today. I purposely wanted to make this a little bit shorter. I do want to remind you that we are working towards our studio of our dreams. and I have put together some things that would make our power studio amazing. If there's anything that you can help us out with, you can do that over on Amazon, and that would be amazing. Other ways that you can support us, we do super stickers over on YouTube, stars and coffee over on Facebook. Instagram, I don't know if there's anything over there, but we also have PayPal and Cashapp, WhatsApp, and Parawomenradio is the name on those. So, and also, do you know what else helps us out? When you just simply give us a thumbs up or a heart, or you share content or anything like that. So anything you can do for us is always really, really appreciated. Okay, guys, that is all I have for tonight. I'm going to go. If nobody's told you this today, and even if they have, I'm still going to tell you this. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Jeffrey and my mom and I, we're all going to go meet Gypsy. It's going to be amazing.
So I was wondering, what do Eugenia and Gypsy Rose have in common? And they were born on the same day, July 27th. They have the same birthday. A 4-degree Leo sun. First 5 degrees of Leo are particularly hard because the first decan is Saturn ruled, and the first term of Leo, or Egyptian bound, is also Saturn ruled, which means that there's a lot of hardships and responsibilities placed on people who were born in this Leo decan. Also, the Sabian symbol for this is a man formally dressed in a stag with horns. Saturn has the ability to either give you autonomy or to take it away. For someone to overpower you, to tell you what to do, to take control of your body. Also really interesting is that they both have Venus in Virgo, reaching for perfection and doing that because of the Demeter-Persephone relationship that you have with the mother. I've noticed this thing with Virgo placements where they have either very controlling mothers and they're not able to fully express themselves because of the controlling, strict nature of the mom, which can lead to abnegating pleasure because Venus is fallen with Virgo. Venus rules over pleasure and indulgences, and with Virgo, there is an inability to engage in that because of the stressors placed on from whatever. Eugenia is going through her Saturn return. I do feel like the way that she's going to escape her mother is through a romantic relationship because she has been going through some pretty good transits. The universe really loves Eugenia. It seems like she was able to escape some pretty deadly fates due to the love of the universe. And I do believe that she will be in a relationship or some sort of shared pleasure that results in freedom. But when Pluto opposes her sun, in the year of 2026, there might be some serious health issues that affect her vitality.
And if you're not subscribed, why are you not subscribed? I would really love to have you as a power subscriber. If you really like my content, be sure to become a dragonfly, and that's our membership, and it's $2.99 a month. I release all my videos early. We have special emojis over in the chat room. I kind of share things ahead of time with my dragonflies, and I go live sometimes just for the dragonflies. It's a way that I can support you guys and give you more content, and it's a way for you to support our channel. It's $2.99 a month, and I would love to have you.
What child is this who lay to rest on Mary's lap is sleeping, whom angels greet with songs so sweet, while shepherds watch are keeping. This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard while angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him Lord, the babe, the Son bring him gold, come peasant king to own him. The King of Kings salvation brings, that loving hearts embrace him. This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard while angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him, Lord, the babe, the Son of Mary. I'm having bad thought after bad thought after bad thought today. Everything is falling down on top of me. I wanna lie here on this cold hard ground and cry for a while. And I really don't care who sees me at this point in time. It's been a bad, bad day. How I wish that I could just cry myself away. It's been a bad, bad day. How I wish that I could sprout wings and fly away, away, away.
So nice to meet you. Nick painted such a wonderful picture of Sam.
You got yourself a chirpy one, Nick.
The rain starts to fall and it stays for a while, but then the clouds roll away. The sun creeps around and it paints an awful glow on this place. It's not what I want, no, not right now. I just wanna be great. Wanna lie here in the grass and feel the rain on my face. It's been a bad, bad day. How I wish that I could just cry myself away. It's been a
Hi guys, welcome to Parawomenradio. I'm Amy.
carefully strumming this old guitar, words rolling out into the fire. Never ask why my heart burned blue. Here in the haze where you inspire me. Here in the darkness I hear my cue. Time to find some solitude. Here where my soul bleeds openly, deep in the heart of sin and you. Here in the blue, I'm falling deep into you. Here in the blue, I'm dancing with you tonight. And if slowly strumming this old guitar again. Words rolling out